Gotta get my hydration on. I know I'm a giant, but does this look? This is this is the Route 44. Does this look like a normal sized drink in my hands? I'm not that gigantic, am I? What's up, everybody? It's your boy KLT here for another question of the day. And today we're talking about time and time travel. I know this is like a question that people ask all the time, like, where would you go? Where back in time would you go if you could go back in time at all? But I don't want to limit it to that. I want to say, where in time at all would you go? So the question of the day is, when in time would you like to visit? And, a lot of people always say, I want to go back to the medieval times, or I could be like a knight and get a sword and a shield and go around and, hack people up, or, go be a real life pirate on the seven seas or something like that. And I'm just like, cool. Or go back in time and like see the dinosaurs and all that mess, whatever. I don't want to do all that. Going back in time is not for me. I would want to go forward in time. To pile on with like yesterday's question of the day, one of my other big fears that I know I can literally do nothing about is that I was born far, far too early to go into space. And going into space and traveling the stars is something that I really wish I was born in the proper time to do. But unfortunately, we are still monkeys banging each other over the heads with sticks here on Earth. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. If I had a choice, I would definitely go forward in time, maybe like a couple thousand years, to see how far human civilization has advanced, if we haven't already blown ourselves up, but see if we're actually traveling the starways and finding other planets, looking for other life forms out in space, and just see generally what types of like new technology we've come up with and how we've made things that are difficult for us right now easier. I've always found stuff like that to be fascinating because like I've always been into sci-fi and just sci-fi stories, fiction books, movies, all that stuff. And I was always interested in seeing like all the new technology that people think of for like simple issues that we have now, and they're just like, oh well, if you're from this age, why didn't you just do this to fix this problem? No, it's so simple. And I've always liked stuff like that, so I would travel forward in time really, really far away from here to see what types of things we had come up with and what we're doing as a civilization past then. Because one of the things I really want to see us do is make any advancement up the Kardashev scale. That would be pretty awesome to see, like humanity moving forward and being able to harness larger amounts of energy to do things and create our projects and do stuff with. But we won't see that anytime soon at all. We won't be advancing up that scale anywhere near in the near future, but that's something that I would be interested in seeing how and what we would attack first to do that. And the main reason I would want to go forward in time is because going back in time as a black person is never a good idea. No, we don't go backwards. No. I also thought a few times too about maybe going back in time just a little bit, but I would want to go back to maybe like, when I first started high school and start high school over again. And like if I could start my life over again at some point, I would go back to like my first day of high school and start my life over from there. If I could keep all my knowledge that I have now and go back in time to a certain point, I would go back to like my first day of high school and start that day forward with the knowledge that I have now. There's a whole lot of things that I would do differently, a whole lot of things that I would learn instead of what I did. I wouldn't have given up on a bunch of stuff that I was doing at that time. I'd have probably picked up a few other things. I would definitely make some investments with whatever little money a high schooler could round up and try to have some dollars ready for me when I get out of school. But that would be pretty cool, I guess. But that's a pretty simple one. We'll keep it quick today. If you like the idea of time travel, hit the like button and let me know that you are a time traveling junkie and you wish that you could go somewhere else in time, if you agree with me that you would want to go forward in time instead of back to see kind of where we are and what happens to us in the future, hit the like button also to let me know that you want to go with me. As soon as time travel is invented, we'll get together and we'll go forward and see what happens in our future. See if we can't figure something out and bring it back to our current time and fix some things. We'll see. Who knows? But in the comments below, tell me where you would go in time and why. And let's talk about what types of things that you would want to see. What's been something that you'd always had the desire to go and do or see and whatnot in the timeline. But that's it for today. We're gonna keep it short and sweet for y'all here. But that is until tomorrow for the next question of the day. Until then, peace.